today is one worth celebrating if you are Rebels. But this is a tall order versus Falcons on Anubis.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Literally, if Falcons have one match on Anubis, they lost. So we'll have to see like how good they look. Of course, it was to Vitality, but it really wasn't close either. So it just comes down to, in my opinion, how good is the prep? Do they know it was coming? Can they deal with these dualies?
Ooh, they got away from matches.
They do a little bit. Yeah, actually, they've got full control of A main as well, so they can plant this bomb.
These sites opened up. Boros on the main flank. Bomb's planted for him. T looks over, considers the possibility. Oh, no, excuse me. It's behind the cake.
Oh!
Shots out of Casey.
See ya.
Madden gets exposed to both. Snappy trying to get the first pistol of the series.
Oh,
SNX.
nice chase.
Yeah, he thought he was going to run, but didn't quite make it. Snappy drops the sight, taps bomb. He's thinking about it. Casey seems to have his back. Oh, Snappy can't finish. It's a Casey 1v1, and the third pistol in the series goes the way of Rebels.
That's well done, Rebels. Let's go. That's a good round from Casey, too. He's not a top performer for the team, so having a big moment versus a good team, good for the resume here. Really great shots. Nice 1vx. Had a clutch shot thing on the first map as well, if I remember correctly.
I like watching him win.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like it every time.
Yeah.
Even if...
And for Falcons, I poke fun, but I would be the exact same way. I would be like a little too serious in a match like this. I would be really like selfish about like how much I can enjoy it. I would be like...
I mean, we'll go back to the play-in stage.
Here to win.
Man, Rebels and Roosters got written off so quickly, and Rooster did fall without giving us anything to really talk about.
Yeah.
Rebels have exceeded all expectations. Falcons trying to prove that this team put together at a hefty price was worth it. And every round Rebels takes away from them is kind of a dent in their intimidation.
Yeah.
So converting here easily into the B site goes the pack of Rebels.
Yeah, like thinking about Falcons versus any of the top matchups right now, I just don't see how they could beat them. I don't see how they could beat Spirit right now. I don't see how they could beat Vitality, even who are weaker right now. I don't think...
Well, the thing is, like, they came so close to beating Vitality at the start of the year, but then when you take a step back and just remember, that's a huge advantage. If there's one team that they have an advantage over, it would obviously be Vitality, since you've got Zonic behind you and Magic in the server.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, then maybe that close game versus Vitality makes more sense, and beyond it, they haven't been that impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge thing. It's like imagine there was some kind of Freaky Friday situation where you could borrow a coach from another team. Like, wouldn't you expect to literally win with their coach? It's placebo edge. It's I got your whole strat book from last month for your entire career while I was working with you type edge. It's big. So I know every nade and every move and every thought.
I know what you're doing, what you're thinking, where you're going.
What you're not.
Get right back to it. Rebels gaming. We got another light buy coming through from Falcons. I see a Deagle bought up. I see a frag purchased. Wonder what that was all about. I feel like Kissaret maybe knocked his in-ears out again. Poor guy the other day when he celebrated their map win, he stood up so quickly celebrating that his earbuds ripped his glasses off, and then his glasses are falling off his face while he's trying to cheer, and it's hard to look cool as a gamer.
He has they wrap around as well.
Yeah.
So it's hard for celebrations.
Can't take away from the moment, though. Nobody can take that from you. You did beat Cloud9 on LAN. That was a little team flash. Luckily, there's no CT to really capitalize on that slight mistake. So yet again, just like at the start of Vertigo, the pistol means the 3-0 start. For Falcons and Vertigo, well, it was obviously a huge performance from Boros, but all three of the riflers, add in Magisk and Madden, had their big moments. We were kind of waiting with anticipation for Sun Pius to come alive, but the AWP was never really present. And that's fine when everything else is going so swimmingly.
Yeah, that'll... You would think you would need him on Vertigo a little bit, and very off map for Sun Pius. He's extremely consistent normally, so wouldn't have to worry about that. But they might need him here on Anubis, because it looks like the aim is still good, the energy is still good for Rebels, and the good starts keep rolling on in. Imagine they won 4 pistols and lost. That would almost be...
illegal.
Illegal.
That's it.
We got a Crimbo.
That means 1 round. 1 round at a time.
No, that's the Akrimbo A-Anchor move right there.
Shout out to the big man upstairs. Gaben. Well, we wanted something out of Sun Pius. He may very well get his challenge.
Yeah, it's coming this way.
They get his challenge.
We've got a nice setup here with all the CTs, to be honest. But the bomb is actually over on the other side of the map. So, yeah, we've got the pack players here, but we'll see where it gets escorted. It looks like they've got a plan on a spawn. First step is don't die. They're throwing some default grenades, waiting for pushes. It's a very good thing to do versus a top team, is just make sure that they can't get away with their aggressive stuff first. But denying the further information is where it gets a little tricky. When the CTs want to go get it, they believe they're better, they're going to try hard. I mean, I'm liking the approach right now, actually, from the T side, timing-wise, structurally. There's no A pushes here from Falcons. Good lurk. They found a gap in middle. If they get the kills, honestly, man, this is a great split.
Flushed him right into him. They forced their hand, and now Madden almost able to bring it back on his own. We get the Sun Pius kill in the middle of it, but it's Rebels gunning for that 4-0 start, and they are forced to save.
That was a great split. That was a better executed split than who did we see play? And I saw from Big when they were playing Anubis. They've been trying to play Anubis for who knows how long, and they couldn't pull off a better split than that. Back at Blast. Both these teams there. That was really nice, Rebels. It's not, and that's also, it's not that, like, there's not every round that Falcons or any CT team can do something aggressive. The good teams are trying. FaZe are going to play for canals. G2 know when to push for it. Like, lots of teams are trying. They will do it often, the best ones. But it's not necessarily a sign of weakness if the CTs turtle up a tiny bit. And the T's were ready for every push. They used all portions of the round correctly. They had a lurk inside a bridge that was not overstated, and the round didn't depend on it. And they organized on all choke points the best. When we saw Big do it, they did almost everything. They couldn't remember they couldn't get their players back to B main fast enough, like 3 times in a row.
It was rough.
So this is a very promising sign. Not that that should be the bar, right? But for a team like Rebels to play in a high-pressure matchup like this, on not their map pick, yeah, definitely really impressive.
I think that having 2 players in dark, both being forced into the fight, definitely gave them something to pull on.
That was the only piece of map control the CTs had.
Yep.
You know,
Be curious to see if Falcons just lean into the site instead, play platform. But very nicely dismantled there for Rebels. And the Rebels keep on winning. 4-0.
Okay, now we got some more interesting timings, actually. And a different complexion to the T-side default here. So they're pulling back there. Pulling out the same play inside of middle. This is really good, actually, once again. CT's passive on this part of the map. It's been hard to hold sometimes. And Magisk, he gets some good information, but he doesn't get the kill. He stays out here. Hello.
Nice.
Just
nice
ran
challenge.
by. I don't even think Olymp would think he would push farther. That did look insane, but he got away with it.
Magisk says, screw this first fight. Let me make sure there's nothing outside dark. Gets the 5v4 plus the damage.
It's not even calm that he pushed.
And he gets away. You know, like he gets past once and then gets past the second time back into the site. Well done. Magisk now becoming an anchor in the bomb site. So just doing everything from start to finish on his own. Leaving Rebels with a chance to hit B. 15 seconds to spare here. We've got Boros on the pillar, Snappy on the obelisk. And the defense is holding very strong this round. Stark contrast. Desperate plant and a strong flank out from Madden. There we go. That's more like it out of Falcons. 5 strong. But it takes a proactive move from Magisk, and one he should be proud of.
Yeah, he got pretty lucky, I would say. So they just need to, I think they need to take note of the fact that if they did let this round happen, last round happen again, it was going to. Rebels were going, all the map space, you just let them have a free map, and they didn't run the clock to 0. They're a competent team. Don't let them do that again. Okay. So Magisk takes a risk. He could have died on that push. It was a good timing where he caught someone with the smoke out. Then he ran by and just looked for another kill. That probably won't work again, but something like it could. Something getting aggressive could be a good idea again. So, well, maybe we can open it up a bit. Falcons with some new ideas.
Flash and Molly. Then the double nades, which do almost 0 damage.
Somehow.
CT's having to peel back. Olymp able to slide out.
Yeah, they're ahead of this one Molly. And they're readying the pop already. It's coming.
So we'll have Magisk, or Madden in heaven. Magisk up close. Ooh, before any smoke goes down, Magisk dunks on Olymp, holds the line against Casey. Oh, Magisk! From nade to 3.
And
Frags
Flay
off the M4 on the follow-up. Flay with the trade frag gets into the bomb site. Can he get off? He's got time.
Yeah, he's got the 1v2, 45 seconds, and actually now they're a little bit lost. He's above. Op shot comes in through. Oh my gosh, it's a wall bang. It's half HP. It's no kill, and that's almost a heartbreaker because he could have planted the bomb. He could have really made that clutch happen. But it's really now all about Magisk. What a hold. First kill is something, but the second and third.
From poor Flay's perspective, you just see your teammates hitting the dirt in front of you like that. Can't get past Magisk. The dunk with the nade as well to kick it off just makes the job all the easier. A couple of rounds now, Magisk, I feel like, is basically single-handedly won. But the money keeps rolling for Rebels. Magisk up to 8-2, now on an op. Let's see it.
Yeah, I guess that's the prize. Upgraded to a new tier of responsibility with the AWP. Some counter grenades coming in, but they find a wide open choke point once again. Madden from above. 3 players dead from Falcons. Instantly, wings clipped, site taken over. Go home. It's time to save already. Can't even look up at the clock. The bomb's been planted. And this place has been exterminated. That is wild from the Rebels. What a pop.
What happened there? That's just a categorical failure.
Everything came in. I mean, there was no one pushed A main, which is fine. They did it so early. I think Falcons had no counter util ready. They haven't readied their smoke for the last 2 rounds to cover pops like that. So for whatever reason, I think Magisk is not thinking I think the whole team, maybe Snappy specifically, is not thinking they're going to go A next round, so they played somewhat retake for it. And Magisk looks like he's going to go help with mid for a second because he really doesn't think anything's happening on A. I mean, that's a great call. Got some great executions, great calls here from the Rebels. With some serious entry power. I mean, they did have to kill 3 players instantly on the A site, which is a rarity. Usually you'd kill 1, you'd kill 2, and then it'd be some kind of retake. So there were people in place. They just all lost their duels, all got caught off guard. Crazy. Like, they don't have a Anubis to speak of either, HLTV-wise. Rebels aren't working with much.
What does it say about Falcons then if this is like their third best map, you know? They would have picked Vertigo. We had Overpass banned out of the gate if you're Rebels.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what Falcons, like, best map. We don't know what even they like the most because they haven't even played that many. Like, they've played this once and lost, so what is their favorite or best maps? It's hard to say. That's one kill down. This time, other side of the map gets tested. In this extremity, it's Boros. And it looks like this split towards B might actually come in a little bit faster as well. They're getting organized pretty quick, but they're at the same time not rushing it. I really appreciate that. Nice displacement smoke. In case you can see behind, that is really good stuff. Testing the T's. And it has constantly been open. And not only has it been open, but they've used it. They've used it to lurk a couple of times. Oh.
Nope.
Hey, good shoulder peek. That's big information, man.
And he's gone.
So they run from the op into 3 rifles. Snappy will spring out first, take down 2. 2 T's coming in from main. Can they trade Snappy? Doesn't look like it, but from Glizzy, 2 swing.
Yeah, that plat peak ready to hold him back. Flay kind of stuck between the 2. He knows the looming threat of either peak is real. Then there's that third piece unknown. Flay on the chase. Snappy turns, takes the P250 to the head. Oh, easy. Flay, nice flick up. He's got the bomb as well, and SNX has CT spawn in his hands. That bomb is just running over to the other side of the map.
He's being stalked.
This is Rebels 6-2. You're not getting away from this.
Yeah, man, this is a really good T-half so far. We've seen some great rounds. Like, literally, they're in map control, and they look better. It looks better than Vertigo. Looks way better than Vertigo. Won't lie. Don't know how they pulled this off, but crazy. Looks better than Vertigo, and they could have won Vertigo. Gotta chew on that. That's a while. Maybe there's something wrong with their CT side, but it better be seriously wrong because they have a map on their hands.
Nice shot from Flay, that second one. Hook, line, and sinker as he got Sun Pius creeping around sight. Little did he realize he's being hunted the entire time.
There we go. A little deeper. Deal with that problem sooner, and it won't fester. And now here's where if you want to be a turtle, you can be a turtle. Put your shell on, read a book. You got a 5v4. Pressure's on Rebels now. They cannot sit pretty with map control. And
thing is, last time Rebels had a really good A execute.
Yeah, and different paces as well. So different nade setups, different paces. And I think they're actually still vulnerable here. Falcons, they got to ready their counter util, but it's not coming out in the choke point just yet. One molly goes down, smoke through it, and Sun Pius finds a pick off.
But we get Casey on the front line. Flay just shoots through smoke, catching Sun Pius. Madden concerned about the mid play. The problem with going turtle mode is, yeah, you let that entire pack of teeth
clean one.
Flay onto Snappy.
Hook
Casey hits the headshot. Boros into the clutch, but first player's already evading him. And that's just going to queue up the back line here from Rebels.
Bro.
4v5 like it's nothing.
They got murked. I mean, that was 4v5, so that was one of their prime options, was to go for a play like that. A pocket play where they're cut down 20% of their utility, less time to get map control, less ability to split on a site like B, for example. And then you have an opper sitting back on the side on A. You have 1 rifle behind it. You failed with 3 before. And they get that 1 molly down there. They're really playing, first of all, repetitive spots on the A site. They're not complementing each other that well. And I think at least they felt, because they went for this opening, that there wasn't going to be any more pressure. That they were kind of done with this site, maybe. But wasn't this a tantalizing option all along? Rebels have already shown they've used it.
Yeah, Yeah, no reason to be afraid. That quick glimpse as well from Flay onto Sunpius in sight.
The whole point of a strat like that is you don't need 5 players to execute it. Bet you could pull off a mean variation with just 3 players and a few bits of utility if you needed to.
Wonder now if Falcons are kind of beating themselves up for getting that passive. Nobody on long A even.
At least I'll have a nice demo to learn from. Now I can
Oof.
borrow some strats.
That's what I'm saying to them if I'm Rebels. Hey, how'd you like that lesson? Let me teach you how to play some Anubis.
Oh, man.
And it's not going to get any prettier here for Falcons. Triple Desert Eagle. Rebels setting their eyes on A early again. This time it's a solo defender in Magisk. CT's trying to get something going in middle towards Dark, but all the while, here it comes. Magisk hoping they respect that smoke, hoping he can hold it with the Deagle. Flashbang does find 2, he'll kill 1. A quick flood out from Madden out of camera, but he's about to have himself filled with lead. We got the follow through with ease. And Rebels show no sign of slipping up or slowing down because Falcons are just everywhere else on the map, really doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's calling right now for Rebels, but they're doing a great job. I actually would love to find that out. But and using the A-pops again for the anti-eco, stylistically, I just love that. Like, that's the kind of round I would call. Just throw that in again on a round that I know there's not a lot of money here. Maybe I won't use this again in the half because I've already used it 4 times. Okay, maybe it's getting a little excessive, and I've got away with it every single time, so time to cut it. But why not? Anti-eco, even if they're full up, we've been so practiced now at this point. We're going to get all of our nades down perfectly. I know everyone's going to be comfortable in the entering. We know what kind of spots they like to play in a live setting.
Ja, dajcie mi dropa, pikuję sobie pod B. Jakiś kontakt.
And there just hasn't been too much main control pressure back. So, laughing, having a great time.
They're laughing at him, Launders.
I swear I would call this a masterclass if they were a tier 1 team right now.
They're laughing in their faces.
Yeah, joyously.
It's a good day to be Polish. Boros, a few players targeting him. He doesn't get any of them down for the count.
Oh my god, they just...
Couple sketchy nades here bouncing back in their own faces. Rebels getting a little rowdy here.
Is this really going to work? They come and pick off Boros and just take the whole damn house?
Oh. Kick open the front door, it's the first step, but there's also starting to be a rebuttal. Falcons 2 kills in, double man advantage. Casey, yeah, he'll get clipped out by the op. Flay into the clutch, falls back towards long. Madden has him, and we will get Falcons just enveloping that push, right? 1 kill to them meant site control. They rush the plant, they get in, but with no dart control, with that fight on long going the way of Falcons, we do at the very least, get a 3rd CT round from them.
Yeah, that's not too bad. And there's actually a chance for them to get a 4th, but yeah. And overall, just like not much to talk about here between these 2 sites at the moment. Boros getting picked off on this side of the map. On the other side of the map's got like a whole army. You got like an opper, a couple riflers. This is not enough. Pretty impressive, man, that they even got their way in. But good resolve here from Falcons to at least stand strong for a little bit longer. Second timeout here being called by the Rebels. They're rolling in it right now. SNX touching 10K.
I like that they're staying on top of it. It's last round of the half. They burn their second pause. They'll have 1 on their CT side and stock in case things start to go back. Can't say I could have expected this with the level that we got out of the riflers, right? Boros was on a tear.
Yeah.
But honestly, he only has 4 deaths.
Oh, another one. Sweet shot, man.
Boros just hasn't been in the middle of much of the action. Like 3 and 4 when you're losing 8-3.
Yeah, because they aren't going B.
Yep.
And when they did, they just ripped his face off 2 times in a row. Cleaned his clock.
Middle set ablaze. We get the crawl out from Rebels across bridge. Boros, here's another chance. Instant headshot. That'll put things back to the 4v4. Sampaia's feeling the heat. The pressure gets him into the back of sight. He's got support. Missed chance. Rebels with some more utility try to cross out. Kisarek maybe thinking, maybe hoping that that was fully covered, but slight gap between the two smokes. He'll get toppled. Man advantage Falcons in the last 35 seconds of this T side.
Looking to scrape 4. Would make it a lot more doable. Oh my goodness, that was not the prettiest spray. And Olin, well, okay, he took just as long, but for the second kill, it was milliseconds, and now suddenly everybody is getting vaporized. It is just Boros left alone with the first opening. Nice kill of the round. 3 Ts to go after, and Rebels potentially looking at a 9-3 half.
Magisk, who was so good at the start of this half, who racked up 10 frags on the half. Nasty spray. Not one he'll be proud of. Olymp doesn't waste any time there with the back-to-back headshots. They hear him coming in from long as well. So Boros, sorry, buddy. No element of surprise. Right into the op, he'll be dropped. A significant 9-3 lead. A hell of a rebound in the second map of this series. And just when you thought you could count the Rebels out, yeah, they remind you why they're here. Hell of an uprising going down here on Anubis. The boys in red have taken this one to a 10. Well, close. 9-3 on the half. Falcons gonna have to switch over to the T side and tell us why they cost so much. At this point, Rebels looking to genuinely extend this series, and when you consider that Falcons have yet to win a pistol across these two maps, better be now.
Better be now.
Or it may not be ever.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not. They're not taking this map without this pistol, I feel like, right? That would be pretty impressive considering not just the sheer number of rounds Rebels run and the pistol that they won in this first half, but like they were way better than Falcons here on Anubis, on Falcons map pick. So yeah, T side will be a boon, but by how much? 1-for-1 trade and the CTs get moving.
Ooh, Casey takes one to the head. That's going to be him rerouting fast. Snappy down to E-Box. Gets away from him. All that remains of the Rebels has been found out to be an E-Box. We've got the long player tucked in, letting them flood out. But now that they've managed to spread across sight, things get weird. Flay connects.
Wait, Boros doesn't even...
SNX.
Oh, doesn't matter. Jesus.
He gets turned on.
Oh, they're all dead. He got the retake.
Matter at all. Flay with time. Rebels, 4 pistols in the series.
You're kidding.
10-3 lead, map 2.
These guys are for real. That is crazy. 4 pistols straight, and they were potentially going to win the map. And they have crushed this first half. I mean, this will be... this is going to be a conversation. Like, everyone's expecting Falcons, some kind of run here for Falcons. Whatever happens here, it's going to follow them in terms of what people are talking about, how they feel about their game. And unfortunately for Rebels, for the people who aren't watching the match live, they're not going to know too much about the quality of CS that we saw. And that first half was pure quality, front to back. And not just that, but the reactions were too. Some of the best from any team that we've seen here so far.
Yeah, straight up wearing their hearts on their sleeves as they chase the dream of the Spodek. Every round, every map, every match means that much more to Rebels. Can't deny they're having fun. 16-4 is Flay with a pistol clutch to boot. Of course, all that could be just ripped from them if Falcons follow through with this force buy. We've got a bunch of bodies coming at this A hit, but it is 3 CTs in position. Olymp on Fountain, shaves Boros off the play. Wide swing out, gets denied. That's 2 dead.
Oh.
Flay still in the middle of it. His 17th and 18th added to the tally, and man advantage held on for now. The camera push comes out with the flash. Snappy dodges it. Galil, it chews through the 2 of them. Flay hits his shot. And as he gets back around into heaven, he looks with the USP. Oh my God, even cutting Snappy off, but Madden makes the difference. The force buy works, the op is grabbed, and a 4th to the board for Falcons.
Full commit with the USP, could have actually slid out, and they let him live for a second, could have slid out and literally got an op shot, and then went for a much easier 1v1, but he kind of didn't know what was about to happen. Falcons, by a hair, have been able to save this round. A good shot in right here. Snappy, I think, really does the brunt of the work with a 2-player push denied. Their flash out of vision. And the T side gets to establish a little earlier now. Still both pistols for Rebels, and that means 10 rounds. So they'll have to win 3 sort of real CT rounds to close this game out. Let's see if that's a daunting prospect for them or not.
A-Site overwhelmed. That one MP9 can't do too much. Snappy's Mac 10. Uh-oh. Dark Peek's about to happen. Yeah. Flay's got you covered. I think the team play between Rebels has been really nice to watch. It really feels like
it's been better, honestly.
5 brothers, man. Not letting anybody die in vain. Not letting anybody have to go out on their own.
I mean, genuinely, that's what they spent. That's what Falcons spent most of their time doing in the off. Like, the little time I guess they had together was like figuring out each other as people. I feel like they were kind of talking about how much like in server prep and stuff like that they were doing. They're trying to build like the natural chemistry. Rebels are like the indie game. Like they're like the unforced, more organic solution. none of the name brand value, but the rounds that everyone wants more than anything else. That's what they get. I'm sure it will go well for Falcons in time, but for now we can sit in awe. All right. Even if they lost a few heads that last round, they still lose the round. And it is still a pistol save here for the Rebels. Let's see about this T side, Snappy. I was pretty surprised by how structured the Rebels were, actually. And just like the fact that a default base could work versus such an experienced like team or IGL, I guess, or like as underdogs. Like they didn't do gimmick stuff. They didn't push through smokes at all, I don't think. So hope to see more from them.
I think it's just been admirable trade frags coming out. And in this map particularly, I mean, we can no longer ignore the obvious. Flay is going above and beyond, right? This is like the biggest star performance we've had out of anybody from Rebels.
Wow, for sure. Yeah, he's had some nice shots. I didn't even realize he had 21 kills.
Yeah. So, like, while Falcons slowly start to rack up the round wins here, as they'll get to set the pace and the tempo, let us not forget who got Rebels in this position to begin with. And at any moment, Flay could continue to tear them up once they've got full-blown guns. At any moment, we could get more of that trade potential that we praise as much as we have. But they will all get cleared out at the end of round 16.
I would also just like give a massive shout out to SNX for calling, because all those A hits that they did and the execution behind them, rifle rounds that I think they just blew Falcons away. They had no idea what to do to stop it.
So here we are, led back into the gun round. Rebels had to take a couple on the chin. Now we'll see what the answer is. 3B stack, Flay immediate on the op kill. Madden not gonna waste the chance, closes gap to Pillar, but doesn't hyperextend. Luckily, Casey picks up that slack, gets him off it. Flay looks for his next victim. We got 3 defenders still in position, but with Snappy and Dark, he's feeling it.
The resmoke is good. The CTs are here. I mean, yeah, can they actually just pry their way back in? I don't think so. Uh-oh.
They've got to at least let time go by. Could very well pull one of the 3 Rebels players off this site, because even Rebels don't know what the hell is sitting outside A, whether Bridge or Temple has been pushed. But maybe that actually keeps them on B, because you're afraid to go back to middle.
Yes, exactly. And reclaiming mid is like a whole effort now. So, and you don't technically need to hold on to it. It's up setups. No way, Flay. Wait, blind. He can do anything. 23-7 is Flay after that shot.
Takes the second Molotov.
And it may be a round winner. He's looking for another.
He hits that. SNX comes out from Temple, low HP. Sunpius, 30 seconds. Long players close on the corner. Sunpius, he could do this. You damn well know he could. Trying to get over to the dark room, and SNX follows him down. Man. His 4th kill only of this map, but God, does it ever matter. An 11th to the Rebels scoreboard.
Truly, that was special. Man, the setup is solid, and they just came right back into it, and they were really hoping that they would get scared and do something, and there was no other tertiary options here for Falcons. No extremity flanks, no lurks through bridge, nothing like that. It was just a push and pull back into B, into it. Unafraid Rebels.
They burned both their Molotovs throwing it on Plat because the first one missed. Flay just stayed in the corner.
Yeah, true.
No sweat.
Yeah, true.
Bro, you're long.
Missing grenades is it's the worst thing to analyze about a loss. They got a lot to analyze.
Oh, wow. Okay. Man, give him an AK. But the follow-up, it ain't free.
Great timing, Olib. That is the game right now, finding that timing on the swing.
And that's what we want to praise about Rebels, right? Tethering, playing together, just like this. Another 2-man pack. They get it back on Boros. Nothing comes for free at any portion of the map. Rebels there to meet you. Falcons won an A fight. Falcons won a B fight both times, costing them a player and a bunch of health too. So we get into these dirty, muddy mid-round moments, and this is where we have sang praise for SNX. There it is.
Yeah,
goes across the bridge, catching Magisk in transition.
Very much, yeah. He makes great calls. So many great Polish IGLs here at IEM Katowice. Shuhei, Snacks, Glaive. And now SNX.
And advantage for the retake. Ooh, one piece spotted. SNX, that's going to push Snappy back into the site where the smoke fades. Oh, but he blindsides the long play. SNX drops down dark. That's where both teams wait, and they just slowly pull this one apart. 1 and 2 go down smooth.
No
Olymp into the clutch.
They'll have to go.
Yeah, he's got to concede it, and Falcons have found a way back in.
They were touching on it, but it actually ends up falling apart. Looked like SNX made the move to win it all, but at least they recover the op. It looks like Falcons coming in right for it, just to check if they can reach it, maybe catch him on the exit. They're looking for it on the ground. Yeah, it was, I think, covered after the initial push right here. Olymp did a great job of jumping on it. Throw the smoke down, dogpiling it. Saved it for later. We'll see.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll see if Rebels can afford to lose these close ones. There was that 8-8 moment on Vertigo where I actually thought they had a chance to win. I really wasn't feeling their Vertigo that much, but they gave away a chance maybe to have played. Here on Anubis, they're looking way better somehow, not on their pick. And, well, they might have to try a little harder, too, because Falcons, for whatever reason, picked into this map, and we have yet to see exactly why. That was one round. It wasn't exactly convincing, but it was good.
Just like that.
Wow.
Set the pistols up. Flashbang.
Oh, the next flash.
Look at it. Look at them go.
Flared like a
5
CK.
in an instant.
Jesus, that is so fantastic to watch. That is truly satisfying. Hats off to you guys.
Oh, that's a round they'll remember for a long time. Securing 12th off of that. You just made Falcons look like fools.
Yeah, was that a 3-parter? 1, 2. That second flash is so beautiful. Op comes in at the right time. Queen to support the pods right there. Flay with 2. And the Falcons go down in that type of situation, man. That is wonderful.
Wow, what a round. A round you can be proud of. And if that is what sets us up to take this series to the decider, to test Falcons' mettle through and through. Sunpius creeps out from E-Box. CT's behind the smokes. Boros gonna find a headshot straight through it. They try to get some spam in. Everybody's here, ready to rock. T's getting kills as they hold on to the bomb plant. Job's not done yet, boys. Flay not able to escape. It's a beautiful round prior, but the game still keeps going.
Okay. Angrily, they ran back into the B-bomb site, gave it another try. That was a classic. If it doesn't work once, try it again, but faster. Does it actually rock the economy here? No, the CT should be fine, right? Because they ended up winning on their save round. So they do end up spending almost every single dollar, however. And in fact, I don't think Casey or Olymp, excuse me, both have guns. They're gunless.
I don't know, man. I saw the way they swung with those 5.7s. These Polish pistols pack a punch.
Maybe they paid a little extra for some better ammo or something.
Ooh.
Could they have, like, upgraded their pistol ammo?
Yeah, they could be shooting hollow points. Yep. Maybe some incendiary rounds.
Yeah, I was literally going to ask, like, fire ammo.
Fire bullets. What? Yeah, okay. I was like, Olin, what is this? Fire retardant boots as well, I guess. But he will get burned back. Has to forego long control. Falcon's going to sweep through and grab it. Now, bomb is still up by Rugs, so there is no follow-through set up by Falcons just yet. But the utility has made this A site pretty damn clear to Magisk that it's really just behind the bricks wall that anybody could be sitting. Although, opening kill to the Rebels. And because bomb's got to be grabbed, that's taking Sun Pius out of the equation for the time being. They do go heavy on B. That's an extra weapon. Seeing as A site's so gone so early and they know it, maybe you just set yourself up economically for the next, unless Olymp could have made something happen. At this point, it all feels far too gone, but again, free upgrade with the AK to Casey. And all you need is one.
And that last round that they won, though, just...
So let this one slide.
Just makes this whole... Like, even though, like, Falcons continue to have now get a better T side, it just makes the rest of these tries, like, probably feel so much better here for the Rebels. They can play it slow. They can slow roll this. They can commit one con. They can try to go for something that doesn't work out, pull back. All they need is one. Some people might be wondering after they see the score line and it goes to overtime or something. Why did they take no Falcons to OT? Well, you'd have to watch the masterclass back to find out. You'd feel a little bit more bad for the Falcons. They definitely went up against it. But at the same time, it could still bring it back to OT. They've done it with these players and different combinations many times in the past. Versus the toughest dogs out there. Three rounds to go for the Falcons to see that through. We've seen it, man. Rebels can win at any moment. They're not striking me as chokers right now. They're striking me as chokies.
Flay on the brink of a 30-kill game as well versus Falcons. And from this position is where he kickstarted that last successful round where they secured a 12th. It was pistols in front of the
Oh my God.
This time Kisarek right into Boros.
That is coverage right there, man. He's got your back.
5v4.
No way. I don't know if Olaf can do anything. I mean, it is a 5-7 after all.
Dude, just like that, shot between the eyes.
One clothesline, Pius runs in with his $500 pistol.
Missed op though. Finally, Flay gives a little room for them to thrive within. CT gets squeezed out. Oh, but he wins it! SNX, a double. Just like that, siphons the soul out of Falcons.
Oh my God.
Just when the op shot misses, SNX takes all that slack from 5 and 12. He gets his 6th and 7th, and then who better than Flay to post on this angle, because Madden's thinking that he has a chance. Falcons thought they
win,
and instead it is the Rebels to be proud as they stand tall on the top of a phenomenal T-side. And you sprinkle in a CT round or two, this is what we get. A 3-map series between Rebels and Falcons. And as we move to Nuke, there is no doubt that this Polish powerhouse has come to play. Written off in the play.